Welcome to Reality Meeting.
Verse 44. And the Philistines said to David, come to me, and I will give your flesh with the birds of the air and the beasts of the field. Then David said to the Philistines, you come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. Before we continue 46, there is
Please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell.
a very wonderful brother of mine. There's a comment he made, or maybe he commented, whatever, but I love that comment. He said that God, don't ever undermine your source. That brother that helped you, that sister that helped you, that education, that degree is not your source. Your source is God. He can use anything to reach you. If you center your source on God, then it doesn't matter who came or who did not come. It doesn't matter who helped or who didn't help you. You will be helped. It doesn't matter if you don't rely on a human being and you rely on God. That's all you need. So you see, verse 45. Then they said to the Philistine, you come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin, but I come to you what? In the name of the Lord. He recognized his source. He didn't come and say, I know I haven't trained, but I've killed bears and goats and lions, and so that's how I'm going to kill you too. Of course, he told Saul, because he had to convince Saul that don't worry, I can handle this man. But when he came to the battle, he made it known that, sir, I will finish you in the name of the Lord. He recognized his strength, where his strength lies. Now, like I always say, when you recognize your strength, it goes a long way. Prayer works a lot. Prayer works. We know that in your business, you want to follow the regular principle to make it. Yes, follow it. But make sure you are praying. Because prayer makes those principles happen with ease. You know how you say, I made it look easy. You know, sometimes you go do something for someone and they say, wow, that was easy. And I'll just tell you, well, I made it look easy. It's not easy. If it's easy, try to do it yourself. Prayer makes your purpose easy. Prayer makes it easy. Hallelujah. All right. Verse 46. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you to take your head from you. And this day I will give the carcasses of the camps of the Philistines to the birds of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. Then all this assembly shall know that the Lord does not save with swords and spear. For the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands. The Lord doesn't save with swords and spear. That's very deep. He doesn't save. You are not successful because you went to school. A lot of people that are not in school that are more successful. What makes anyone a success is not school. It's good to go. I went to. But that's not how you become a success. You don't become successful because you are physically strong. It's not your strength. By strength shall no man prevail. That doesn't mean you should not be strong. It is a mindset. Recognize he who provides it for you. Alright. Then all the assembly, verse 47, shall know that the Lord does not save with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into my hands. Verse 48. So it was when the Philistines arose and came and drew near to meet David, that David hurried and ran towards the army to meet the Philistines. Then David put his hand in his bag, took out the stone, and he slung it and struck the Philistine in his forehead, so that the stone sank into the forehead, and he fell on his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistines with a sling and a stone. Think about it. There were people that were shot in the forehead that didn't die. That were shot. You know the speed at which the bullets hit someone? Then somebody just swing his hand with a stone and he hit somebody in his forehead, a giant, and he just fell and died. Think about it. By strength shall no man prevail. So let's get back on course. We are fine. We are done reading. That thing is done. But I just had to read as much as I read so that we can get the idea. Just in case you have never read that before, you don't really know much about the story. There is a formation for success. Let's not go out of course and start talking about the battle is not yours but the Lord. Let's look at the formation for success. What was David's formation? Was it going to sling very well so that he can be able to aim somebody's forehead? Was it to go and start studying and figuring out how they print money and how they didn't print money, how much is in this bank, how much is in that bank? No. The formation for success. There is a formation for success. He knew not to think like the world. Don't think like the world and expect a different result. Even when there is a casting down, know that there's a lifting up for you. In this same pandemic, people are becoming billionaires. In this same pandemic that every other person is shouting there's no money. This same pandemic. Oh, because of the pandemic, people down, people down. Let me hear. People are making more money in pandemic. Stop thinking like everybody. Don't think like everybody. You can become whatever you want to be. You can succeed at anything. You have to have a formation of success. You have to be formed for success. Your thinking faculty has to be formed for success. No matter what it takes, be formed for success. Be ready to succeed and know that you are a success. Recognize your source. Your source is God, is not anything else. And when you know that your source is God, those people that should do one or two things in aiding your purpose, they will just show up. If you know that your source is God.
Thanks for watching. If you were blessed by the video you just watched, then smash the like button and hit the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. And turn on the notification bell for more exciting contents from Reality Media.